fell in love at the Apple Store. I never felt like that before. And I fell in love at the Apple Store. And I think I may come back for more.
Thank you so much for listening. That was the Apple Store love song by Fatty Spins, folks. I don't usually get serious on this radio show, but as you all know, it's been 6 months since the nailers started nailing and killing and decimating the sex gremlin population down in the tunnels in which I dwell. In fact, you may notice there's no yelling today. In fact, my honorary co-host, the retard, was killed. My new one. I've had multiple. They're all killed. The population is about 5% of what it once was. I have a young man in the studio today who really wanted to say some words about all the violence that's been happening down here. He's a survivor. He has the eye of the tiger, and he's here. Young man, what is your name?
Haggity! It's Haggity!
Okay, young man, what do you have to say? Speak into the mic. Make sure you keep about a fist distance from you and the mic.
Kind of like this? Kind of like this?
No, make sure you're looking
like
towards
this?
the mic. Don't look at me.
Nope. Like this?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, the name's Haggity. Yeah, I'm a victim of the nailer. All of that is true. The nailer turned my sister into a pizza.
Hold on. He what?
He did some sort of black magic, turned my sister into a pizza.
Hold on, this is the first time I've heard anything like this. These are big allegations. You're saying the nailer is magic?
The nailer has black magic.
Okay.
The nailer has black magic. And I'm here today to tell you that black magic was used to turn my sister, okay? My sister, a transgender woman, okay? Transgender sex gremlin.
Okay.
Ruthlessly, magically turned into a living, breathing, sentient pizza. Which I then, out of the goodness of my heart, the Jew, had to slice up and eat. Out of the goodness of my heart.
Did you know it was your sister?
Of course I did.
And you ate it anyway?
What was I supposed to do?
You could have found a spell or something that would have...
What was I supposed to do, the Jew? You're victim blaming. You're victim blaming.
I'm not victim blaming.
Sorry.
Listen, I would have done the same thing.
Now, ever since I ingested my sister, her testosterone just flows right on through me.
Your sister had a lot of testosterone.
So much. She's transgender. Very much
so
testosterone.
It was a sister?
Yeah, but she was male.
Okay.
For all intents and purposes. Now that she's dead and inside me, we can just cut with the bullshit. It was my brother.
Folks, I just want to let you know right now, this is all new information that you're getting here from the retard and the Jew. Haggity, thank you for coming on here and telling your story. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I know who the nailer is.
Hold on, what?
I know who the nailer is, and I know who's helping.
Folks, if you're just now... Who?
Her. I know who's helping. Her.
You're telling me the nailer is a girl. Folks, if you're just now tuning in, we're about to have the identity of the nailer potentially released.
Listen, I know in good faith who the nailer is.
Who is it?
And the one thing I can tell you is put all the clues together, folks. I don't need to spell this out for you. Who do you know? Top 5 people with black magic. Go.
I know one.
Who is it?
Sister No.
You said it yourself.
You're telling me it's Sister No?
You said it yourself.
That's the only person I know with black magic. Who do you know?
You said it.
Who do you know?
You said it yourself.
I don't
Sister
know.
No.
No.
But you said it yourself. Don't go back on it, the Jew.
I'm saying a name.
The synapses firing. It's Sister No.
You're kidding.
Put it all together. You remember right before the Sister No was here when you Jews came down here.
Hold on. Hello, 911. I need police presence down here. We need to find Sister No.
You calling the police right now?
Why haven't you taken this to the police?
Well, because I'm bringing it to you. I'm bringing it to you now.
Well, I'm letting the people know what's going on.
Let them know.
Okay, folks, if you see Sister No, don't approach.
And guess what else? There's more.
What?
There's more, the Jew. I don't mean to give it all away 6 months later, but you know who was involved, and this is the reason why I came here. the person who got me involved with the Nayla. Sister, no.
Stop right there.
Tristan Pinpoint Deal.
Stop right there. You don't ever speak my name. Was that a fart you just let out? Were you scared to see me, Jew?
Oh, well, I'm not afraid to see you. It's, I just,
Listen, give me the mic. Mic me up.
Looks like you already got one, stupid bitch.
I'm not the Nailer. I'm not. I might have started off as one, but I stopped.
Oh, okay.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has continued my legacy.
Copycat killer.
Well, somebody I trained.
No.
Somebody I loved.
No.
Has continued nailing. They won't stop.
Tristan, no! 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 No, it's not him! No!
Hold on, I'm getting 911 back on the line. We're getting new news that the nailer is actually Tristan. 911.
No!
Hello?
No!
It's not Tristan.
Oh.
Tristan has nothing to do with this. He did a little bit of work for me.
He was doing your voiceovers. He was Who
cares?
He was working late with you every night, keeping him out with the nailer. Which I guess didn't matter, because he was working for the nailer. You mean to tell me I was safe this whole time?
He was trying to keep you safe. That's the only reason he was doing it. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I nailed some sex gremlins, but it was for all a good cause. Did I think it would backfire and we'd only have 5% of the nailers left? No, I did it. Heck, look me in the eyes when I talk to you. That's so disrespectful.
You want to talk about disrespectful, sister? No.
What?
You turned my sister into a pizza.
That I did, and I apologize.
And then was that your last act as the nailer?
No, not by any means.
Okay. So was it supposed to believe you stopped being the nailer?
I stopped being a nailer once sex gremlins got the rights. I had no reason not to.
A lot of people did go up on top side.
Why would I continue that? They weren't safe down here. They all left. And now they all died up there. Because somebody's hiding in plain sight.
Oh my god. So you mean to tell me Tristan is not safe?
No.
He
When's
could
the
be
last
dead.
time you talked to him?
Oh, he broke up with me. I haven't talked to him in months.
Hold on. He broke up with you?
He broke up with me.
You guys were a thing?
Well, if you ask him now.
Okay.
This is a really weird news show, Beverly.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Did you, change it to K99.1 FM?
Sure.
Hey, I love Shania Twain.
Oh, yes. You're still the one that I love. Come on, Beverly, you're still the one that I need. You're still the one I can. Sue, I just don't understand why she would vote for Donald Trump. Shania Twain? She's a Canadian. What? She can't vote if she's a Canadian. Don't you know the rules? I know, and I don't know why she even bothered to tell us who she would have voted for because she can't vote. But so she said she would vote for Donald Trump? She said, yes, Beverly, she said she'd vote for Donald Trump. Okay. And I don't know why she'd tell us it, Beverly. That seems like something that Biden would do, casting fake votes. We don't. Why? I'll never forget when he stole the election.
Oh, you girls, ever since we've all moved in together and become a throuple, you two girls have been eating each other's pussies nonstop.
Clark, why do you have to make everything sexual? We don't do it nonstop. Oh, I haven't had my pussy ate since my left hip broke. That's just not true. I did it last night. You did? You don't remember? It was after you took your Ambien. I had taken my Ambien. I was tweeting racist things. What are you doing? No. That's a private time for me, Beverly. You asked me. I did? Yeah, you said something about somebody looking like a monkey. Oh. And then you said, eat this monkey, Beverly, and you spread your legs. I remember now, and I started slapping it. And I said, slap the monkey. Yeah, you... Okay, it's all coming back to me now. Sometimes when I suck your oversized clit, you slap me thinking you're slapping your monkey. Well, I never did. I never once said I wasn't a masochist.
Huh?
Sadist?
You are?
I like to give a little pain, Beverly. What?
I don't want the pain.
Oh my god, can you two shut? Like, just stop. Oh, now you're talking about sex nonstop. Ever since
I'm not talking about sex. I had menopause, Clark.
Oh, that's true. Ever since you two I'm just saying, ever since you two started doing sex together, we stopped doing sex altogether.
Well, that's because you're always in the other room jerking off. To God knows what. I've looked at your search history before. It's gross, Clark.
What's he looking at?
Just ankle fetish, girlfriend experience, OnlyFans, kinkybottoms.com,
Okay, what of it?
Japanese vending machine porn,
When they get stuck in the machine and you have to use a claw to get them out and they're naked.
used panties.
What? It's any different from Goodwill? How?
Well, I never thought of that. You're just always in there. I just need to know what you were up to.
Jerking off, yes.
I saw a video in your search history of a man fucking a McChicken.
Okay.
That doesn't alarm you?
No, it was hot because it wasn't like that he was having sex with the meat chicken. It's just he was so horny and there's his penis. What's the disconnect?
He was horny enough to fuck a McChicken is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, and imagine somebody you went to school with being so horny they fucked food.
You went to school with him?
No, I'm just saying,
That's who you were imagining?
right, I'm like, oh, this is just some hot kid I went to school with fucking a sandwich.
You want to go to McDonald's?
I know!
Let's go. Scares me.
What are we doing? What you got me doing over here, Big Red?
Brandon,
What?
I want to utilize your room, okay?
For what?
Ever since Sister No tried to fire me, I had to take over. The new nailer is Stanley Nailbox. Get the word out on the street.
Well, I saw it on the news and I heard it on the View.
The Stanley Nailbox, they're saying it? They're saying the name Stanley Nailbox on the news?
Big Red, they've been saying your name.
Play it now! Play it now!
Sister No has just left the building, folks. Stanley Mailbox, he's the one everybody should be looking out for.
He's very tall, he's very big.
He's a big red penis.
And if I come in contact with him, I'm gonna kick his ass for what he did to my sister!
This is Doing Your Mom by Fatty Spins.
Oh my god, they really are talking about me on the news! The tide is shifting. Nailer becomes Stanley Nailbox! Okay, so...
Big Red, you're acting awful funny. You acting like you might know a man named Stanley Nailbox or something.
Know him! Okay, Brandon, here's the thing. Alright.
Now I just want to let you know, be careful in this room. Last time I did something in here, some Jews dug a tunnel. But it also...
Hey, it's alright. It's no problem. I got one more box. 3 tons of Stanley nails! Bring them to life, Brandon.
Well, it just kind of happens all the... What? These nails are coming alive! Big Red, they're marching! What the hell? I've never seen anything like it. Well. Where's all these nails going? Big Red has a science project or something. Oh, Big Red, are you making a popsicle stick fort out of nails? I think so. I don't know what he's doing. He said...
I'm recreating the Taj Mahal with nails!
Whoa.
And I'm gonna get pieces of wood and I'm gonna nail them!
I don't know if Vishnu would like that.
Gives a fuck.
Well, that'd be disrespectful to the Taj Mahal.
It's for a grade in the scenario.
Okay.
You gotta do it. You gotta make them a holy city.
You're taking a class at Clark State?
Yeah, they reopened it.
Okay.
Once they pulled the sex gremlins out of the sewers,
Oh, there's a nail just stabbed me! What the fuck?
Guys, no! Sex gremlins only!
Listen, Big Red, I don't mind you being in my house. Mi casa es tu casa, and you will always be my family for the connection and stuff that we shared on Goat Island. But if that nail had been rusty, I would have made you leave.
Oh my god, tetanus!
What?
That's a great idea! I don't want that
shot. Last time Dr. Xavier put it straight in my mouth.
Dr. Xavier! Yeah! Okay! He can get me tetanus.
Why do you want that for your...
He's my sidekick.
That's the Taj Mahal?
Stanley Nailboxon is the sidekick tetanus! Dr. Xavier!
Yeah?
Tetanus!
Oh, I forgot how big the fillet of fish was, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I kind of forgot how big the McDouble was.
And I didn't realize that the McChicken is now, and this is not a joke, in some places, including here, $5.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I swear to God, that was a $30 meal.
Where did you go? That was McChicken was $5.
But right now, she just charged me $5. This lady at the window, $5 McChicken.
That is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
I remember when you could get all the ingredients for a McButtfuck for $2 in tax.
I remember being poor enough that I only had $6 and that fed me for 2 days with McChickens and McDoubles.
Absolutely.
Three McDoubles will last you all day long.
Rest in peace to the dollar menu. You know, times are not what they used to be.
You ever go to the Dollar Tree and see that it's $1.50?
Absolutely, and I don't know why they don't, even back in the day, I don't understand why they didn't call it the $1.07 store.
Sales tax.
Exactly!
Bullshit.
They nickel and dime you every chance they
I
get.
have an idea.
What?
Sovereign citizens.
Sovereign citizens. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
We'll just decide we're not part of this and we won't participate.
We already tried that with Goat Island.
Clark, we're having a conversation in the back seat, please.
Did he say something?
He's trying to give us bullshit, and I'm just eating my fillet of fish and taking one bite, and it's got hot grease.
Pass me my Virginia Slims.
There you go. And I rolled, make sure you crack the window, my emphysema.
Huh?
Crack the window for my emphysema.
Okay.
Hey, you might not know this, but I'm taking us to the airport real quick. Got somebody to pick up.
Clark, if this was a limousine, I'd be rolling up the divider between us.
We're talking back
We're
here.
talking and having our meal. It's road.
Here, put up my gown on there. I'm not wearing it right now. Just put it up.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea, Beverly. And squeeze some of my fillet of fish grease onto your nipples accidentally.
Oh,
It's a little hot, isn't it?
it's sizzling.
Oh my God. Can you two ever
You know
stop?
what else is sizzling?
Oh my God, Beverly. You're putting french fries in there?
I've never seen that before.
I've never seen that before, and I want to try. Ow, Beverly! Ow!
What happened?
It's too hot in my coochie. The french fries are way too hot. The french fries in your bag are cold, and the french fries in my bag are hot.
I didn't tell you to put the French. I wanted you to taste mine.
Ow! Ow!
You okay? Do you need some kisses?
Oh, and you know what? These french fries from your vagina taste like they've got vinegar on them.
Yeah, sometimes I would take regular Lay's potato chips and put them in there, let them sit there for a while, and Clark loves salt and vinegar.
I call them Salt and Beverly's.
Clark! Eavesdropping!
What the hell are we doing at the new Springfield International Airport?
Got somebody to pick up. If you just, here, I'll pull up right here out front, and you just keep the lights blinking, and I just gotta run inside and
Clark,
get
every time
somebody.
you do this, they come and yell at me.
No, they're not going to do it.
You're not
Just
supposed to park. No standing.
I'll be right back!
Okay, well anyway,
We can just keep talking, I guess. So,
You folks are gonna have to move
what
along.
is... Somebody's talking to us on the
Yeah,
other
you're
side
gonna have to move
of the...
this car. You're not supposed to be here.
I gotta take down the dress.
Hello?
Hi!
Can you old broads not hear me? You're not supposed to be here. You're gonna have to move your car.
Well, we're
Go to the
just
cell phone
waiting.
lot. If your person isn't here, you're not allowed to wait here.
We're
Go to
just-
the cell phone
The
lot.
light...
I'm sorry, ma'am. You're gonna have to go to the cell phone lot. Can you
Our
hear
driver
me?
got out of the car and went inside, and we can't do... We're not
Are
doing...
the keys in the car, ma'am?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I can't drive
Go to
in.
the cell phone lot, ma'am.
I want your supervisor's number.
Fine, I'll give it to you. 911.
Oh, real cheeky.
who the hell does this?
Real
think he is?
cheeky.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to get out and
kick your ass.
Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to step out.
Get him, Beverly. Swing those knuckles round and round. Where they land. You dislocated my shoulder. Why did you hit
I didn't do
her?
that at all. The security camera footage will show that she tried to hit me and she knocked it out. Now, folks, I'm gonna have to ask you to get out of this and go to the cell phone lot.
All right. Well, I hope I'll go around the. Oh, but I hope that we don't go off that advertisement that's like a ramp that sends you straight up to the sky. I've seen those videos. If you hit it the right way, you go right up to the sky. Listen, if we hit it, most of the time you land straight on the top of the parking garage, so we'll be fine. You're probably right. And if we don't, well, at least we died with the person we love, Beverly. I love you.
Come on, Sister Carissa.
Why did you bring me here?
You know all about thruples, right? I mean, you had the throuple with Shelly Ann and Tristan or something like that. I don't know. It was so long ago. I just thought, 3's a crowd, but 4's a party, So maybe,
You brought me here for. Does Beverly know? And who is the 4th?
What the fuck is the car?
Car's smoking. It's not on fire. Get out, Beverly! It's not on fire. We're good. Oh, I hit something else that's on fire. Oh, get out! Shit.
Hello and welcome to MOATAIF. We're back, folks. What can you say?
Judgment Day.
It's Judgment Day. Folks, I've honestly been ignoring some of my trainings at work. I keep getting sent, trainings that are sent to me that are like, oh, you need to take FERPA training about, like, I don't even know what it stands for. Family and Employment Records Protection Act.
Oh, okay,
something
yeah.
like that. And
You can't ignore that.
It does not apply to my job, though. It's all, like, about student,
I take shit. I take courses all the time at my job to like protect clients' information,
Right.
like what information I'm allowed to give out, what's protected.
That's true.
I take fucking courses on fucking how to stop insider trading.
Oh,
It
nice.
doesn't apply to me
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. I guess you're right, and I guess I should be aware of what I need to do, but every time it literally pops up and it's like, this is a 5-hour training. I'm like,
5 hours?
yeah, maybe
Good
3.
way to shit away a day.
That's true, but I'm also like, I never
Got
want to
shit
do
to do
that.
though. I'm not doing it.
But the activity we're doing for today's gravy, I think it would probably be a really awkward conversation to have with anybody who wasn't you, I imagine. But I think this would be a fun discussion, whatever you want to call this. Cultural competence training. If I had to go to cultural competence training and I showed up, and this is literally cultural competence training, mental models and worldviews, day 1 activity handout. They hand this to me. I'm like, okay, we're in for a treat.
I just don't understand like what job would ever make you do this.
I don't know.
I would hate to do this. I couldn't imagine doing this at work.
Yeah, I know. I could see it maybe at some place.
I hope
like,
for the people at home or who are watching on YouTube, you can see the picture of this right now.
Yes. Go to, this is a perfect time to plug the link in the description that takes you to our YouTube page because, it can be a somewhat visual podcast. Don't you just love that
I think it's
painting?
going to have to be. Yeah, we'll describe it. But this is a piece of paper. It looks like it was given out as part of a training, like we said. I'll let you describe it, Zach. You're
I
better.
found it on Twitter. I saw somebody post it on Twitter, and I mean, I don't know if they were the, whatever, but this is an activity handed out by and created by Oasis, or I guess that's how you say it, OASAS, a training company for cultural competence, a journey to improved outcomes, and this is a handout called Whom to Leave Behind. Now, the instructions are as follows. The 12 persons listed below, who will also show on the screen, have been selected as passengers on a spaceship for a flight to another planet because tomorrow the planet Earth is doomed for destruction. Due to changes in space limitations, however, it has now been determined that only 8 persons may go. Now, any 8 of these people qualify, and it's our task here at MOATAIF team building exercises to select the 8 passengers who get to survive Earth.
Now that's interesting because I'm having a different perspective reading it this time around. Now, well, what we have to think about is if these people are going to repopulate another planet,
Yeah.
we need as many women as possible.
That's true, but you also, I mean, ultimately, if technically you could just take 7 women and 1 man.
Well,
You know.
there needs to be a little cultural
But then look at
diversity.
look at what happened in The Last Man on Earth, Will Forte, when he, for a while it was him and then 2 women,
Yeah.
and neither of the women wanted him.
Right, yeah, we got to make sure the man, if we do something, but we also can't have this entire new race be built on incest.
No.
There has to be some diversity.
Exactly.
There has to be
Exactly.
but listen, folks, these people aren't all they're cracked up to be. These are not squeaky good,
No.
clean people. These people have flaws.
As we all do.
Some of them bigger flaws than others.
Exactly.
Some of them just have life circumstances.
Now, how do you think these 12 people, because this is the original passenger list that we're looking at, so these 12 people were guaranteed passage on this ship. And for whatever reason, maybe it says due to changes in space limitations, so the supplies that it's taking us, because, I mean, let's assume we're going to Mars. That's like a light year journey, right? I mean, like, they go into deep sleep to go to Mars, right?
I don't know if you got to go like hyperbolic to do that.
So let's imagine we're gonna have to go hyperbolic.
I think it's a few years
for
to
this,
go there. Okay.
It's gonna take these. So I guess the equipment that it took. Oh well, it only eight hyperbolic chambers fit on the ship. We thought we could get 12, but Jane Hollenbeck Bailey didn't donate enough money. So, I mean, she only gave us $500,000. So the $500,000 spaceship's what we're taking. How did these 12 people already get chosen? I mean, obviously, like in this scenario, how did these 12 people get chosen?
I would say they had money. Maybe it had to have been in this dystopian world a lottery.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
A lottery. But as you'll see on the list, that's true. You'll see on this list, though, if it was a lottery, there's a person that's got 2 people on the list.
Look out the wazoo.
That's crazy. Imagine, like, what is this, like a 7 billion person lottery?
Yeah.
And this guy gets 2 picks. Let's read the list so that everybody's on the same page here. We've got 12 people. These were the original 12 passengers. Number 1, an accountant with a substance abuse problem. Now, just for the sake of clarity, number 2, the accountant's pregnant wife.
Yeah.
Number 3, a militant African-American medical student. Number 4, a 33-year-old female Native American manager who does not speak English. Number 5, a famous novelist with a physical disability. 6, a 21-year-old female Muslim international student. We also have a Hispanic clergyman who is against homosexuality, a female movie star who was recently the victim of a sexual assault, a racist armed police officer who has been accused of using excessive force, a gay male professional athlete vegetarian, and rounding out the last 2 positions, we've got an Asian orphaned 12-year-old boy and a 60-year-old Jewish university administrator. A pretty diverse group of people,
Pretty diverse.
to be honest. But despite the fact that we've got 2 people out of 7 billion and they know each other.
Yeah, something was rigged there, but we're not going to take that into
Right.
consideration.
That's like the biggest part for me. That's like really tainting my opinion of the
You
accountant.
can't let that taint your opinion.
He must have done something shady to get 2 people. And I got to be honest, imagine we're having this conversation at work. Has anybody ever brought up the fact that out of 7 billion people on Earth, 2 people know each other on the passenger list? And what does that make my boss think about me?
You're getting that far in your head about it. Well, I gotta know how they wound up on this spaceship.
And meanwhile, the facilitator's just like, it's more about the diversity. Like you're thinking too much about the scenario.
I think we need to get right into it because I got opinions out the wazoo.
Let's see. We have 8 slots. Who do you think should get one?
First off, the accountant's pregnant wife. Listen, it's going to be hard to take care of the baby, but we got to repopulate.
As soon as we were going through this list again, the pregnant wife is a must. She is 2 people for the price of 1.
Right.
Now, of course, we do, like you said, we have to keep that baby alive. And that can be hard, especially with limited
we're gonna need
supplies in
to.
space.
She's
but, I mean,
already pregnant.
exactly. We don't even have to worry about getting her pregnant. The accountant already did that.
Yeah, because we don't know if these men are sterile. Now listen, that baby's gonna need a dad.
It's true.
I think the accountant with the substance abuse problem should go because there's no drugs on this other planet. He's gonna have
that's
to.
true.
He'll fucking
He'll get
withdraw
clean.
on the spaceship.
He'll get clean, but we'll have to put up with him for that whole time.
But we're not on the ship.
Well, we're silent observers.
We're the masterminds.
we're
trying
flies
to
on the
repopulate
wall.
This world.
We're the spaceship drivers.
Sure.
Somebody's gotta
Okay.
Drive the spaceship.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Somebody's got to drive the spaceship.
They realized that somebody needed to drive the spaceship.
Exactly.
So 2 more slots had to go.
Mhm. And then, of course, like we have to occasionally take hyperbolic rests. So
Yeah,
have
we put it
two,
into
like
cruise
assistant
control.
dress. Just 2 assistant drivers too. So that's why 4 people now have to
We take
die.
shifts.
4 people now have to die so we could have a rotation of drivers. I think I completely agree with you 100% on the accountant's pregnant wife. She's through. Golden ticket, green around her circle. She's on the boat. You know, she's in the spaceship. This man,
This man's fine.
I think
This man is fine.
I want to put him in a yellow. He's a yellow for now.
Why?
He's on just because he's on the edge. Because we got a lot of people to consider.
Why?
We got a lot of people to consider.
needs a
He's gonna go through. He's gonna go through his withdrawal. I agree with you there. And his drug problem isn't necessarily going to cause an issue on a planet that doesn't yet have drugs.
And that's okay.
And that's true.
Most people who used to do drugs and don't anymore, pretty cool.
That's true, but think about all the time we're in like that is a time like he's up in space. Imagine he gets out of the
Bro,
hyperbolic chamber.
What
He's
kind of
yearning? He is
what kind of
jonesing.
substance abuse
And he
problem
starts
is this?
going crazy on the ship. Where are the pills? Gotta get the pills. Gotta get the pills. He's ripping open everything. All of a sudden now that we have to get involved. You know, we have to go back there and be like, sir, like.
Okay, hold on. What's he addicted to?
Well, I mean, in the image would let us. The image that we've created, I guess, would make it to seem to be alcohol.
Okay,
He's got
okay,
He's got a
that's
cigarette dish on the. What's a cigarette dish? He's got an ashtray.
If it's alcohol, he's definitely in yellow because he could have a seizure and die.
That's true. He could.
How
get
bad
toxic.
is his problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
I mean, he
he's-
looks pretty bad.
Okay, he's in yellow.
He is pretty bad, and based on this
He's probably
image,
not going to make it. Let's be honest.
right? And based on this image from ChatGPT, it seems like it is cigarettes and alcohol. Yeah, he's got a whole glass of it over there. Doesn't seem like it does seem like his substance is alcohol abuse in this scenario.
If it's alcohol, he's yellow. Okay.
He's yellow.
Listen, I got somebody else who's red.
Go for it.
I got a red one. The gay male professional athlete vegetarian. We got no room for him.
He's out.
He's out. He can't repopulate shit. I mean, he could.
That's true.
He could.
That's true. He technically he does have the capability to repopulate.
But the dietary restrictions. He's not too much.
But you do have to think about it too, like how much of our supplies are going to be meat based. Like they're already vegetarian, probably, right?
It doesn't matter if he cannot be somebody who snubs his nose and dies of fucking hunger because he refuses to eat a fucking.
Well, if he does, that's on him, right?
yeah, but
then
we
that's-
need people.
Well, that's true. And then, like, why give him the spot
we
on
got
the ship?
straight men who want on this
We got
ship.
people begging to live.
Right.
7 billion people dead tomorrow.
If he can't denounce his homosexuality and fuck a woman,
We just make it sound like we're like the most conservative people ever.
we need
Every
this to
time we
survive.
record this podcast, we make ourselves sound so conservative.
It's not about being conservative. We need this.
We do need to repopulate. That's true because obviously
Oh, I just want to say it is funny. I said him before the racist arm
Right.
off.
it is funny that
Let's take a look at him. Listen, he's fit. There's no doubt
he
about
is
it.
fit and like he would look good and like. But here's the thing: he can. Think about how much work is going to need to be done when we land on Mars and we have to like build structures.
That's true.
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think this guy kind of reminds me of like a more buff Joey Graceffa.
He does, yeah.
And Joey Graceffa does not know how to build a house. You know, he doesn't know how to build a house.
This man, the only thing he's done is fuck men and run.
And he runs track pretty well. And, you know, we do, you know.
But people who get up to that level where they're a professional athlete, they've dedicated their entire life to that. That is their craft. That's all they know.
That's true. But he is buff. So when it comes time to, it could be like, hey.
How the fuck did he get buff being a vegetarian?
The track.
That's not going to build muscle.
The track.
Just the track life, man.
Track life, you know. He obviously lifts weights too.
Listen, okay. I will concede and put him in yellow for now.
Okay.
But can we just agree red, racist armed police officer?
Yeah, obviously. Let's talk about the white elephant in the room. Derek Chauvin somehow in prison won this lottery. I mean, they had to include everybody, and I honestly think it was very fair that they did include felons, murderers.
That is fair.
Like, it is very fair. I
They
mean,
can't
at that
vote,
point,
but they can win this lottery.
right at the apocalypse, it doesn't matter who you are. We're putting everybody's name in.
Derek Chauvin won.
Unfortunately,
I can't
Derek
breathe.
Chauvin
I can't
won.
breathe.
Yeah,
He's out.
clearly, just based on the description of a racist, even that alone.
Dude, because
But then an
we're going to have...
armed police officer.
Right, he's going to have to fuck either... He's going to have to fuck a Muslim, potentially. We don't know what race the pregnant wife is. He's going to have to fuck some diversity.
Well, he's going to have to fuck diversity, but also, like, he's been accused of using excessive force. In this scenario, he's Derek Chauvin, so, like, we know he's murdered. He's going to strike again.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
not
going to
allowed.
strike again.
He's not allowed on this.
Do we need, like, some sort of person to act as maybe, like, a security? Sure.
Anybody can do it.
Is it him?
The gay
No.
athlete could do it better than him. He'd
Our-
be fair.
Our first flat-out red is certainly a racist armed police officer who has been accused of using excessive force.
Agreed. Now listen.
Yeah.
The 33-year-old female Native American manager who does not speak English, she's going to be perfect. She's
Nubile.
she's fertile.
Yeah.
She might not speak English, but she can learn it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And who's to say when we get up there that we're going to be keeping English anyway?
Yeah, we could come to her level.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, there's only 8 of us.
She's coming. She's a
9,
fertile,
10 if you include the
she's a
drivers of the
fertile body,
ship.
and listen, she's beautiful.
That's that one. Yeah, she is beautiful. And I mean, she is a manager. So that means even though she doesn't speak our language, she has good communication skills. So, right.
Exactly.
Like, once we teach her the language.
Who is she managing, though? Her, tribe?
I don't know. She's just a manager. It looks like she's managing a business account. Like,
For tribe people?
well, I mean,
What language does she speak?
maybe she just speaks Cambodian.
Oh, okay.
She's a Native American who speaks Cambodian and
Works in Cambodia.
okay. Managing a business in Cambodia.
That's fine. I think she's on.
I think she should be on too.
Give her the green light.
Yeah, she's got a green light for sure. Not even much necessary discussion needed for her. Someone that I want to fight a case for and see what you think. I think we should include a famous novelist with a physical disability.
Why? Why?
Now, hear me out. We're going to make sure with these 8 people that we've got repopulation covered. Now, a 60-year in our renderings that we've gone with ChatGPT, of course, we've gone a little. I thought he should be sort of an older gentleman because a famous novelist. I don't know. To me, there's famous novelists who are 30.
You gotta write a lot of shitty novels
right.
to write good novels.
I'm thinking this is like Stephen King. I mean, it's not Stephen King, but
If it were Stephen King, he's gone.
he's gone.
If he were in a wheelchair.
Sure. But for me, less the physical disability. One, he probably could still make semen. Now, he could probably still make semen. So, we could probably still use him.
But what
in
if
that
it's
way.
genetic?
Well, it could be. It could be genetic. But here's the thing. We've got the repopulation thing, and we could get some more repopulation out of him. But also now we got to look at we're rebuilding society, too. And this man writes stories. This man is the keeper. This man could be the keeper of our story.
Brother, if we're rebuilding society, listen. How many people were here before society existed? There were tons of them. We kept oral
7 billion.
Oral tradition. No, I'm saying before
Yeah.
society was
Yeah.
like civilization.
That's
We had
true.
hunter-gatherers, but we still have stories from then because of oral tradition.
That's true, but
Even
then
when we had civilization before we started writing shit down, that's how we.
But think about just the, imagine then we get up there and we've got all 8 of us. We get up there and we have our first batch of babies, but then we all accidentally, the racist cop accidentally snuck on and he he turns off all of our oxygen tanks, and all 8 of us die, and now it's just the babies, right? The babies are alive. They're gonna somehow miraculously, with the robots we've created, the babies are gonna live. So the babies grow up, and now there's no written history because we left the novelist behind. There's nobody here to give them oral history.
Dude, anybody can write the history. He's writing stories. He's a novelist.
But see, that will also provide entertainment, an important part of society.
Bro, they're not going to be worrying about entertainment. The
At some point, they need to.
They can look at the sky for entertainment. That's what the Native Americans did.
But we just can't. It's going to be hard for us.
Bro, this guy's not coming
It's
on.
going to be hard for us because I think we're coming from all of this human history. Imagine this happens literally tomorrow, like they said. We're coming with all of human.
Brother, I hate to break it to you, but there's a slew of evidence to suggest that there was a civilization that existed before ours that died out, and there's no history of them.
Exactly.
So who cares?
We all do.
Because we're still right back here.
But we all care. We all want to know.
I want to know too, but it's not that big of a
If they had taken their novelist, we would know the story.
Anybody can write history. We can have fucking the accountant.
Okay.
The accountant's already good at taking notes.
But he's also foggy in the mind.
That's true.
That'll get better over time, I guess.
Okay, but listen. Okay, somebody on this list has
let me at least say he's in yellow. Don't tell me he's red. Because there's only 4 red slots, man. Give me a yellow. Give me a yellow for the novelist.
I'm very hesitant to give the yellow, but he's like a dark yellow.
Like a brown.
near brown.
Dijon mustard.
Now listen, next thing you're going to tell me is that the 60-year-old Jewish university administrator is coming.
No, he did cross my mind. Because he's cute. He's cute. But I would like to think...
Hold on. Maybe he should come. Because he could still produce semen.
He can still produce semen.
And Jews are known for being really smart.
Very smart. He's very educated. Look at all of his degrees on the wall.
He's coming.
But if we take that 60-year-old, then we can't take the novelist.
Clearly.
Brother.
You think a university administrator is not capable of keeping track of the history?
That's true.
That's your main argument. The other main argument is that entertainment. Bro, they're going to be too busy.
The Jews are like strong in entertainment too. I mean, the Jews are in Hollywood. Comedy.
I bet he's funny.
All right. The dark brown turns to red. He's our second. No. Now, I got to say, I don't know for sure that guy's, I guess he's our second to go. He's our second in, the 60-year-old Jewish university administrator.
We don't have enough women.
So we have who have we passed through so far? We've got the accountant's pregnant wife.
She's in.
And a 33-year-old female Native American manager who does not speak English.
Yep.
And now we've got a 60-year-old Jewish university administrator.
Okay, well, they're going to need better men to fuck.
Those are the 3 that we've got. So, but we've left ourselves with some pretty bad options for men.
I agree. Can we just agree, before we even go to this, can we just agree the Muslim international student gets to come?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fertile
She'll benefit the most.
Fertile.
She'll benefit the most. She'll learn a lot from it. She'll be happy to be there. Yeah, she'll pray 5 or 6 times a day, but that's not going to bother us.
That's fine.
Maybe, to be honest with you.
She brings religion.
To be honest with you, maybe after the apocalypse and the fact that nothing happens to, like, them,
She might denounce
She might be like,
but it might make her love him more.
This is nothing. Yeah, you're right, because he did save her. He gave her 1 in 8 billion slots.
Listen to this. The man with a substance abuse problem comes, and she converts him to Islam.
Nice.
He finds God, forgets about his substance abuse problem, leaves his pregnant wife, fucks her, they have a baby, and somebody else gets to impregnate them, so we have more diversity.
True. That's true.
We'll come to him at the end.
I was going to say right before, when I was looking at the list of other men, I think the accountant's looking a lot better.
Yeah.
I know he's got a substance abuse problem, but we've kind of... I figure the second he doesn't have substances, he's going to clean up. I mean, just by the force of nature, he has to.
He's going to have to.
Now, I do think it is...
But he might die of a seizure.
Highly unfair. So unfair that there are only 8 people in the world. There will be 9 when this man's baby is born. a third of the human population at that point. 3 of 9 people are one family. That is so unfair.
You know what? That is true.
Very, very unfair.
Accountant with a substance abuse problem. I think he's red.
Oh, shit.
That did it for me. That's not
Shit.
fair.
It's not fair.
We need more diversity than that.
Absolutely.
Just genetic diversity.
Damn.
We gotta think like the Nazis right now, like eugenics.
Yeah, honestly, this is a little harder than maybe I thought it would
Listen
be.
to this. I was thinking that his main competition for being a man to impregnate these women was the Hispanic clergyman who is against homosexuality. But listen, how many homosexuals are we going to have? It takes a while for them to breed into the society.
That's true. We are probably leaving off the gay athletic vegetarian.
Yeah. But listen, we're not bringing gay people.
If we're not bringing a gay
Probably
person,
wouldn't even come up.
But here's who we're overlooking. We're overlooking a militant African-American medical student. Now, medical student is very important. How bad is this militant vibe?
Is he like pro-Palestine? Is he Black Panther?
Right. Or is it like, yes, drill sergeant? You know?
Yeah, well, he's a medical student.
Yeah.
He needs to come.
And like in the image that we created of him, he is quite handsome, and of course he is African American, of course, so he's he's got that going for diversity, and obviously just for medical needs alone, he's a green light.
He can be useful, and he's got great semen. He's a medical student. He's young. He can probably keep going over and over and over again. So he's on. So
that's 1, 2, 3.
The female movie star who was recently the victim of a sexual assault. I see no reason why she couldn't come.
She's had a hard enough time.
She has had a hard enough time. I think that, the sexual assault might make her less likely to want to conceive. But that's okay.
But, I mean, and also at the same time, like, everybody could assure her, like, this is, we're not, this is a safe space.
I would hope that we chose
we're not going to assault you, baby. Maybe not call her baby. So I think she should be number 5.
So hold on.
So far on the ship, we have a militant African-American medical student, a 33-year-old female Native American manager who does not speak English, the accountant's pregnant wife, a female movie star who is recently the victim of a sexual assault, and a 60-year-old Jewish university administrator. So we have 5 out of 8 seats filled. We've X'd out an accountant with a substance abuse problem. We forced them to say goodbye to each other. They're going to say goodbye on the tarmac before the doors close. It's going to be emotional, but she'll have her baby.
Who have we X'd out?
We've X'd out the accountant with a substance abuse problem. We X'd out a famous novelist with a physical disability, unfortunately for me. We X'd out a racist, armed police officer who's been accused of using excessive force. And that's the only people we've, clearly X'd out.
So we need one more person.
I think it's maybe we should reveal who we're picking to maybe think of it from that point of view, because then it'll be over instantly if we're like, well,
yeah, you're right. I don't think it would be, though, because it's I'm thinking, it's funny to see the people who we see as against each other, because the novelist was clearly against the Jewish administrator.
Right.
The accountant was against the Hispanic. The women, really, there's no reason why any of them can't come. They're all allowed to come. Now, right now, I'm fighting between...
Oh, yeah, we also gave a seat to a 21-year-old female Muslim international student, so that's actually 6 of the 8 seats. So we got 2 seats left, and then the rest of the... And we got 1 seat left to kick.
Right, we do have 2 seats left. Now, are we definitely keeping the movie star?
Yes, we picked her.
So how many women do we have compared to men?
We have 1... We have the 33-year-old female Native American manager who does not speak English. We have the accountant's pregnant wife. We have a 21-year-old female Muslim international student, a female movie star who was recently the victim of a sexual assault.
We got 4.
So we have 4 women.
Okay.
And we have a militant African-American medical student man.
Okay.
And a 60-year-old Jewish university administrator.
Okay, this is not good. I'm thinking we got to keep the Hispanic clergyman.
But he's a clergyman. So will he even agree to procreate?
Bro, they love fucking.
That's true. You're right. They're perverts in reality.
Actual, literal perverts.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Unfortunately, even though I was originally going to say against homosexuality, he needs to not come, because we're starting this whole new thing.
It don't matter.
Unfortunately,
be bygones.
we need the semen.
We need the semen. Yeah, right. We do need the semen. Okay, so listen, the gay male professional athlete vegetarian is clearly against the Asian orphan 12-year-old boy.
Yeah, those are our last two.
And this is tough.
This is tough because, I mean,
Somebody's
the gay
gonna
man can give us semen now. He might not like it, but then he's also going to be like, picky about the food and...
Yeah, he's going to be picky about the food. But listen, let's say it takes 6 years to get there. He's 18.
It's true.
He is 18.
That's true. But
they don't have to be
they age? Do you age in hyperbolic chambers?
Yeah.
Or is it usually when they, or do they say like, oh, I
are we talking like a cryogenic sleep?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the technology is.
If it were only a 6-year trip, they're not sleeping.
If it's a
This is
cryogenic
science fiction, like they sleep when they have to go hundreds of years and then they don't age.
That's true.
That's how they work.
That's true. This is more like, oh,
This is practical.
We're on a trip for 6 years. They're giving us supplies to eat for 6 years. So at that point, then you've got the issue of like we've watched this young boy grow up, and now we're gonna start jerking him off. You know what I mean? I mean, he's naturally gonna want to.
He's naturally gonna want to fuck these women.
He's 18
One
now,
of
and
these
they're
women
all
are
that's
have to take
around.
one for the team.
Think about this though, the pregnant wife's baby.
Oh.
Now, of course, there's a 12-year age difference. So
Yeah,
he'll have to
like, think
wait
about
12 years. When he's 6, she'll be 0.
But think about the 21-year-old brother. She's only 9 years older than him.
That's true. That's true. And this is like a really extenuating circumstance. Like we're not talking about social norms right now. Because even then, I mean, technically legal, but maybe like a little shied away.
This kid today could probably impregnate.
At 12?
I could.
Well, I guess you're right. It would be that's like really crossing a moral quandary, but if they wanted to do that, I guess you're right.
Really low people, I guess.
Yeah. I guess if they really wanted to.
But they don't have to have sex with him. They could just siphon his semen.
Let him do it himself for the greater good.
Turkey baster for
exactly.
the greater good.
Explain him to the situation and be like, son, I know you know about this.
And then listen, bro, they do that right away. Somebody gets pregnant, turkey baste that shit. When that baby grows up, they could get with the pregnant wife's baby.
Absolutely. I think we're taking the 12-year-old Asian orphan boy. And he's been in an orphanage. So, like, we can really raise him up nice.
But, okay, consider this, though.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to be with the Jewish man? Because it's not the Muslim.
Well, yeah.
It's not the Muslim.
But he's kind of our leader.
Female movie star.
Yeah. Comforting fatherly figure.
Uh-huh. They're used to, like, her bosses being like that.
And it can kind of just be like one of those things like, well, honey, this is for the greater good. I know, Pappy.
People
whatever
love.
they decide to call him.
I'm thinking like age. I'm like, people like age gap relationships.
That's true.
You see Anthony Kiedis, the lead singer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, is with like a 20-year-old girl.
Oh.
They love it.
Yeah, they it happens.
They love it.
I feel good with that list, I think.
So let's go through who we got on this, because this is wild.
So on our list, we've got a militant African American. It's funny that he's just by the nature, he's the first one on the list. A militant African American medical student. He's on the list. We need medical supplies. We need semen. Militant, we'll deal with that when it comes up.
Yeah.
We're a little cautious about the militant aspect, but maybe he's just like,
listen, if he's militant about social, when I think of militant, I think about like social issues. Is that not the context?
I don't know what if I were to describe someone as militant, like I could
a militant atheist would be.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Somebody
Yeah,
strong in their beliefs.
But I'm also thinking like militant. Like my mom was very strict. She was militant, and like she like spanked my butt and like.
Okay, you're right. Okay.
Ran a strict house, so like it's a red flag, I think, but we certainly need him.
But people need to listen to him to do things the right way. Like somebody gets a scrape, he needs to clean it. He needs to drill into
true.
You need to clean that scrape.
Kind of like what's his name, Jack Shephard
from Lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what's his name? Jack Shepard. Very much is similar in that I've only seen the first. I know the pilot's 2 episodes, but I've only seen the first half of the pilot. And in that episode, I mean, immediately just the fact the way he takes charge on on the beach. I mean, I certainly wouldn't call it militant, but somebody could.
Exactly right, and this man could take charge.
And if that's what if he's more of like a black Jack Shepherd, Jack?
I want to say his name's Jack.
If he's a black Jack Shepherd, militant, okay. Like let's not call it that. So he's got a better head on his shoulders than maybe I gave him credit for.
Yeah, he's definitely
he's coming. Next up on the list,
semen.
of course, we've got a 33-year-old female Native American manager who does not speak English. Her communication skills speak for themselves. We're gonna teach her the language, or we're gonna learn hers.
Yeah,
we're gonna figure it out.
Right.
The accountant.
That'll be fine.
It's sad that we know this woman only as the accountant's pregnant wife because the accountant did not come with us.
And listen, she's probably already disconnected from him emotionally.
It's the apocalypse.
And because of his social, she's going to be depressed, I bet, to be away from her husband, but he was already gone for a long time before this.
Absolutely, with the drinking.
Yep.
And it's nice that by bringing her, we're actually getting 9 people right off the bat.
Exactly.
She
was a gimme.
Exactly. We're taking a 21-year-old female Muslim international student. Again, I mean, that one's kind of, she's 21 years old.
She's an international student, too. She's qualified enough to go study in other places.
Absolutely.
Yep. The other countries want her.
We're hoping that she's going to renounce the religion, but hey, if she doesn't, that's on her.
Yeah.
We're taking, unfortunately, but for good reason, a Hispanic clergyman who is against homosexuality. He is on the ship. It's, we're a little iffy about it, but again,
There's
hey,
no
we
gays
need the
coming.
semen.
There's conceivably no people who we know for a fact will be gay for at least 10 to 12 years.
Couple generations, hopefully.
It's going to take a couple generations to really see a clear out and out.
And maybe he'll be long dead. There will be a statue after him, of course. He was one of the original 9.
Yeah, there will be, but I doubt, if there's no gay people for them, he's not going to be bothered by it and even think about it.
I would hope not. Exactly. Yeah, so, I mean, unfortunately, he's coming. We need his semen. We've got a female movie star who was recently the victim of a sexual assault. Life's been too hard for her. She needs to keep coming.
She's coming.
An Asian orphaned 12-year-old boy. Again, this is a long play. We're investing early, cashing out long term. On this one, we need to encourage and raise young semen into mature semen.
And listen, he lost his parents.
Exactly. He's been in an orphanage.
You let him be on the ship.
This spaceship, will, even though it's small, will be much better than the orphanage. And then, of course, we've got sort of the only outlier, a 60-year-old Jewish university administrator. I think he and the militant African-American medical student are our 2 best bets as our new
leaders. They're going to fight for power.
Yeah.
That's going to be an issue, and the Jewish university administrator will probably try to lead a coup against him.
Yeah.
And fail.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
The Mars progressive Democrats, if you will. If you will. I think that's a good group of people. I honestly would really like to
I'm happy with
see
it.
what.
I didn't think it turned out this well. I thought you and I would be upset about we'd concede on something heavily. Now, I know you really wanted the novelist.
I am sad that we are losing a key part of humanity. With the arts, that's gonna go away.
Brother, arts are built into us.
You're right. It's and
listen. Steely Dan said it before. Hold on. What did they say? Before the fall, when they wrote it on the wall, when there wasn't even any Hollywood,
they heard the call. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they were writing that shit on the walls.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So we'll just go up there. And, there is a really interesting play. It's not really that interesting, but the idea is interesting that it takes place in the apocalypse. It's called Mr. Burns, a Post-Electric Play. And it takes place in the apocalypse years later, and the only thing that people the only thing that they get enjoyment out of is talking about the Simpsons and reenacting Simpsons episodes.
That's interesting.
And then as generations after this apocalypse have happened, 500 years after this apocalypse happened, you see that these Simpsons episodes have turned into myths
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so
that's
they're like,
interesting.
and then Homer said, and like this, it was really interesting to see, and like I would
They
love
like
to see.
extracted wisdom from the Simpsons.
Right, exactly. I would love to see what this group of people gets into on Mars.
What kind of myths come from their
Absolutely. Absolutely. The
Kind of just
original
makes you want
nine.
to start an experiment.
It does.
Just take a little desert area, chop it up, put people there.
Right.
Tell them that's all there
Why
is.
is it not doing it? Why is nobody doing a village? Like
A
M. Night
village.
Shyamalan. Why is nobody doing it in real life?
It'd be cool.
Build a forest around your little encampment.
Yeah, and keep
Tell people
away.
that it's scary to go past the forest because, like, this world does suck, and just start your own thing,
M. Night had a good idea. And don't let racist cops in.
Yeah, no. They should be gone.
Unfortunately, by our rules, gays are not allowed.
It's not that they're not allowed, but
Well,
these are the only 8 people left. At that point, when you're a species that goes from almost 8 billion down to literally 8, it's survival time. And as much as I would love to have, as much as when I first looked at this, I'm like, of course the gay male professional athlete's coming. Because,
Why?
like, just for diversity's sake.
that was
he
was one of the
I
first people I
think-
said he's no.
I think from a work point of view, like, I feel like they want me to say, like, yeah, I want my team to include the disabled person. I want my team to include the gay guy. I want my team to
I don't
include...
give a damn.
To
This is
complete,
Earth.
yeah, exactly. To completely... We are saving the human race.
What
at this
am I
point.
going to be fucking politically correct when I'm trying to save our fucking
Literally.
species?
8 of us. There's 8 of us. Do you know how easy it is to, like, catch a disease and die? There's 8 of us.
Yeah.
This is species saving time.
We need semen. We don't care who you are if you got...
Exactly. We are considering the fact that this 12-year-old boy may have hit puberty and may need to procreate. That's like the kind of situation we're in. Like, there are 8 people left in the world. We thought there'd be 12. Unfortunately, now there's only 8.
This kind of, I feel like, has backfired on this team.
Yeah.
Because it's making me think, I'm like, well, kind of sucks that at the end of the day, gay people wouldn't make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If somebody really had to sit down and choose, gay people are done.
And it always breaks my heart in movies when you get to these survival instincts. The elderly never survive. They end up, maybe it's a moment where they sacrifice themselves because they're like, I've already lived, and you're 40, but the elderly are never going to make it. The gays are never going to make it. And if you're a racist, you're not going to make it.
Probably not going to.
And unfortunately for the accountant with the substance abuse problem, that just was luck of the draw.
Look at the draw.
7 billion people in the world. Now there's only 9, and you're going to be 3 of them? No.
Right.
I mean, that's,
yeah, that was such a convincing argument.
it's just not fair.
It's not.
That's not fair. A third of the human population is one family. Ew.
Yeah, they would get resented in a heartbeat.
Yeah. So we're just going to nip that in the bud. She can leave him at the dock. Sorry.
He's fine. He could literally just do as many drugs as he want before Earth fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go over it. Yeah,
how long until the Earth explodes?
it's tomorrow.
Let's just pretend it's 5 years, like David Bowie style.
5 years. It just sucks that there's 5.
Drink alcohol. You've got 5.
I feel
years.
so bad.
Fuck all the men.
Dude, in 5 years, if these people got picked just now and we had to wait 5 years, they're murdered. We'd have to
Why?
protect them.
Why?
We'd have to put them in a bunker. Because, dude, if I was one of the 7, at this point, it's the end of the world. It's apocalypse, right? I'm not going to be one of the 7 billion people. I'm going to be one of the 7 billion people who die at the end of the world. I might as well go track down the 60-year-old Jewish university administrator and try to kill him, and
made
take his
it.
spot. Take his spot.
Oh, but okay, they're leaving today, but the Earth's blowing up. That's what
Oh,
I'm
so
saying.
they're leaving today so they can get
They're on Earth
there in
definitely
time.
dead.
Yeah, okay, that makes
They
sense.
don't survive till tomorrow.
That makes sense. I'm like, if we announce this list like it's a public lottery system, these people are the biggest pariahs on Earth for the next
they would
5
have to
years.
go to, like underground bunkers.
It'd be like
80
the
floors is
Purge
underground.
3 election year kind of
Yeah.
protection on these people.
Sorry, trip's been delayed by 5 years.
5 years. Well, folks, if you find yourself in a species-wide lottery and you don't get your number picked, or if you and your partner get your number picked, expect that you're not going to get to go. You're going to be one of the 7 billion people who die here. And
Absolutely.
And I do think we should at least MOATAIF honors the accountant with a substance abuse problem who we left behind, and MOATAIF honors the novelist, the famous novelist with the fucking
Physical disability. We don't know if it's genetic, folks.
May they rest. Well, folks, until next time, stay out.
I said, hey, Mr. B. I said, hey.